when you go down on
It's right
the
here.
right side?
Yeah.
If you look,
Connors is,
it's on, here's our pit, right?
Right.
That's Connors.
Yeah.
So it'd be this right here, which still,
Oh,
it gives us
okay.
another access into
Yeah.
here too. Basically, that's.
So it's on the other side of the Connor's house, in other words.
You know where the sand pit is?
Yeah.
well,
Right?
it goes right out to Mason Street, and
On the
it's
other
like a
side,
square chunk all
it
the way
joins
down
it,
through,
I'm
it's
thinking,
flat.
We should if we can get it
and then it turns the same.
They-
We gotta buy some somewhere.
That's right.
Mason Street?
Yeah, I think we definitely
I've
should.
got stuff.
That's right.
it's a weird little,
I didn't know anything about it.
it's a weird little shape.
But you live it down.
You know, it nails down here to that point, but they still, that's all part of the AP back there.
You could dig right straight across,
No.
and then there's another little chunk.
We're good to see you back
probably
again.
wide, and that borders
This
it
is our
around.
town pit. Okay.
You've got the well there.
So this has gotta be
Better?
Connor's house to be in here.
Yeah.
Right in here for Mason Street.
It's a win-win.
Oh.
That'd be Mason.
Just so today.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mason.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's not fun.
So Connor's house is gonna be here.
Who you're talking about?
It's gonna be right here, yeah.
Weren't that crazy about us selling the road for Mason Street?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I
We
didn't know if
wouldn't
you. I-
we
you
wouldn't
were
really
here.
need that as long as we still had a right of way, as long as we had a 25 or 30 foot right of way. I actually when I did the Connors, I doubled the right of way. Because
Yeah, I think
we're all good.
Oh,
It was only 25 feet, it shines fast, it was a 50 foot right of way.
Kevin,
So you had
are-
at least enough.
Are we talking about both or just this one?
No, I believe that goes all the way to
This
the
too?
back.
Well, I wouldn't want to in case it broke.
Oh, I think definitely we should.
boy.
He says to me, why? I said, well, I said,
Yeah,
We're right on the check.
Right there.
Yeah,
he said,
we're ready to check on that.
definitely should.
so he
Yeah, I
said,
got something I'll bring up.
Yep.
I'd like to, for us to look into and think about possibly getting a wholesale vehicle for the town.
Depends on the size.
Primarily for Howard.
You want something if
With
you're gonna dig
his-
stones.
Obviously, he's doing,
good job.
like, from what I see, a lot of work to do, a lot of traveling. And I'm wondering if we'd be better off to get a wholesale vehicle to have, rather than paying him, I don't know how much is it a mile for a car?
65.
65.
What's that? For,
Mileage.
oh,
57?
I don't know. No, it was,
It
I
went
can
up.
tell you, it was 62.5 cents a mile.
65.
Not only
The
that,
latter part of last 2020.
You don't know
I
what it is now, Art?
this year.
No, I don't know for sure. At least 65, I think.
But it goes by the gas prices, so if the gas price went down, it might have came down a little bit, but the later part of 2000, I know because I just did my taxes, the latter part of 2022, it was up to 62.5 cents a mile, which is pretty high, that's the highest I've ever seen. Usually hovers
it's been
in the
that way for a
50s.
while. And the other thing too, that I've encountered like at the fair is, do we have in our insurance policy anything that covers town employees using their own vehicles? When
Something has to happen.
You know, I know what we do at the town or at the fair, I wonder if that's in place here. And that's something that could be alleviated too.
Mhm.
Uh,
No, that's a good question, Michael. And I'd have to talk to Brian and find out, yes, whether or not.
Because they're acting in town
Our personal
capacity.
vehicles would be covered under the town if something were to happen to them while you're driving around at work, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't answer it. I
So-
wish I could.
Now, in terms of this
We'll find out.
vehicle, would it be something that, like I know they do banking here and stuff sometimes, that any town employee could use that, like, to do, of course, town business? Would it be left, would you propose it be left here at the town?
It'd be hard to do that because I'd have to have it to respond middle of the night too. Otherwise, I'd have to come all the way down here, get the car, and then go.
Do you
Plus
think,
I'd have everything set up in it for responding to different situations.
would you want a car or a truck or what?
Depends what's out there. I've been watching the auction sites, and they've got some good used vehicles coming up from different municipalities out there.
But to make it easier on yourself, what would be better?
Probably someone with either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, because if you gotta go off-road anytime to,
You looked at a couple SUVs, right?
Yep.
The ones that you showed me that day?
Was it like 2,500 to 5,000, something like that?
Oh, more than that, 65.
A little bit more than that, yeah.
Auctions.
Now, were you talking about Auction International?
yeah, one of them. And I
That's
was
a
watching the other,
website
that's the
for
one that's in the book, and I was watching the other two.
Municipalities use that.
That's
And,
something.
and you know, there's
You'll start
another
looking at
site with
Well,
federal
I
government.
got something I gotta bring
site.
up here anyway.
Well,
So, but I'm also checking around locally too, because there's a couple vehicles here and there that maybe.
Government vehicles.
Yeah. So even looking at auctions, so if we did it, we'd have to do a resolution to say up to a certain amount. Like we're gonna get him a used vehicle. So we wouldn't even be able to put a year or make or model on it. And we just have to say we would approve him to, you know, purchase, or the town, I guess, approve us to purchase a vehicle for him for up to, say, 9,500 or 10,000 or whatever you wanna put on it for a cap. And then I still gotta look through the budget and see if that's something that we could even do this year. Cause that, unless we did a line on, or a budget transfer from the general fund.
Well, it's something we should look into, I think.
It'd be nice to have it all set up so that in next year's budget, we had it budgeted for it. I'm not saying towards the end of this year, if we have a lot of monies over multiple lines, that we couldn't take those and then do line items and say, okay, and that's how we bought Sam's truck, you know what I mean, for the rec department. It was towards the end of the year, and I told him, I said, you know, spend a lot more of your money, looks like there's enough to outright purchase the truck within the budgeted year.
What do you think, Reg?
I guess we'll look at it in terms of insurance, for example. What would it be? Probably $1,000 more to insure a car for a year? I'm just guessing.
Depends on the make and model and all of it. I
You're
mean,
probably gonna have a
you know
big
what I'm
question
saying?
if
I
they're
can
how
buy
many
a-
miles you think you're gonna put on in a year?
I mean, I could buy a Lincoln Continental, or I could buy a freaking Escort, and what it costs to insure them, it could be a lot different.
And I mean,
depending
like,
on what it is.
how about, I mean, all these things, like in terms of dog control, maybe, you know, does he need a vehicle? I mean, in all fairness,
Well, as long as you're going from that, you know, Mr. Brody, then would you, I gotta get the town pickup out there inspected by the end of the month. I started today with the wheel alignment and everything. They couldn't do it because it needs multiple parts, plus a set of tires. And there's a lot of rot on it. That one out there right now. It's a 2011. So I wanted to bring it up tonight. I guess it's my time, my chance. So it's going to be, well, it's $1,500 minimum just to get for the alignment and get it ready, halfway decent for inspection, and that's without the tires. I mean, I've been spending a lot of money on it, you know, through the years since I've taken over, keep it going. So, we're talking about one for him and then one for the dog control. I mean, hey, we're out every day.
how many miles is on that truck?
I can't say right now. There's not a whole lot. I'm gonna say 70,000 or something like that, you know what I mean? Don't hold me to that, but it's not, it's what the miles is, it's the condition.
Why is it so bad over 2011? I don't understand.
Well, I'm out all winter long, I'm out in the harsh winter. Every day, well, you're not every day, but you know, let's just say every day, you know, and every night. You know, we're, you know, just like the town trucks up there. They're into the harsh all the time.
Do we have any type of schedule as far as
No,
like hitting them with a steam jetty or something every so often? Because they're obviously got a lot of salt on them.
no, well, we do the best we can, but I can't, you know, when it's 0 out, we don't wash them off, but you can't wash them off and you can't do it in the garage,
So,
you know.
is it mostly body rust or is it?
Oh, there's
Okay.
holes, oh yeah, it's mostly body rust and there's holes in it, bad, you know.
I thought you had that looked at like a year and a half ago.
Nobody will do it. Nobody will do it, the shape that it's in. I did. They don't do work like that, where I went.
Do we buy that truck now?
Yeah.
George, right? It was
No, I think no, that was with John,
John.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was right between those two.
11, you know, no, George got out in 07, 08, I think.
It was John's truck.
She's bad. She's very bad. So I mean, I can keep spending money in it, you know, 2,000 here, 3,000 there. I'm still gonna have the holes, because you know, nobody fixed them.
I don't think we can buy a new truck this year. It certainly is not in the budget, right?
This is what I want, you know.
Well,
This is what
budgeted, no.
the sooner we can decide.
But
I mean, I'll get it fixed again, because I gotta have it inspected by the end of the month.
you had I heard your paperwork on your shed machine in there. And I know you need a lot, or you want a lot up there. You need some
You know,
stuff,
You know, it priority, and this is more priority now than the other stuff I've been putting off, not wanting to get a truck.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather have road widener, another truck, this and that, but man, this thing is shot. You know, I mean, I could keep spending and spending.
Well, you're gonna have to fix it anyways.
Yeah.
For right now. so
I put it off for
you-
today, you know, I got the truck. You know, I mean, because I'm still legal till the end of the month.
So you're saying it needs $1,500 in repair?
Without the tires.
Without the tires?
Yeah.
Then the tires will be about maybe 200 apiece?
Yeah, roughly.
What did you take it, I mean,
G&G.
what about if we take it to somebody else to see if, I mean, usually
I can, you know, I can, there's no problem.
we have
with that.
other
Yeah,
businesses
no.
around.
It's not
Yeah.
worth it. It's not worth putting that much money in something.
I mean, I can, it's just,
Right.
I got to the end of the month.
I don't know.
Actually, I didn't
Investment.
realize it would need an inspection, you know, until
You saw
a couple
it.
days ago, and it's like, holy shit.
I didn't even notice really. I didn't
That
pay
Ford?
attention.
Is it bad right now?
Yeah.
There's rocker panels from what I remember.
So the fenders are,
I know.
yeah, in the quarter.
You haven't seen my
Yeah.
truck, have you?
Yeah, I
I didn't see
did.
mine either.
You haven't seen mine either.
either.
No, I did. I mean, that's why I'm saying it's, you know, I need to, as bad as I hate to say it, you know, because I'd rather see a new road widener. But I mean, my God, it's like, we're gonna keep, you know,
Well, is it worth 1,500 plus a set of tires, you know?
That's what I just
It's an
asked.
electric.
It isn't at this point, as far as my concern, but this is why I wanted to present it to you guys tonight. You know,
Well, you're looking at a $238,000 front end loader, $15,000 dump truck and plow, and now roughly another $36,000 to $40,000 pickup truck in 1 year.
yeah, well,
And that's quite a bit. That's all I'm saying.
no, I know, but what am I supposed to do? I mean, I'm not
We're
gonna,
gonna get through
you know,
to the newer budget for the truck and get it to go through to then, at least we can budget for it in the 2024 budget. And you have your next contingency budget going in, because we probably usually about 40,000 over in the large equipment fund every year.
Yeah. I mean, I'll gladly do it, but it's just,
Your tires are wear items.
you know,
Is the
You
check
gotta buy
engine
tires,
light
you
on?
gotta buy-
no.
Okay,
Well, that
that's a
kind of
plus.
miles, that thing's run for a while. That's not.
Yeah, it'll
Added
still
to
run, but
miles,
the, you know,
right?
but the body's,
Yeah.
the body's running steady. You know? I mean, it's to the point, every time I go to a highway association meeting, banquet, you know, or the guys literally laugh.
Take your car.
I'm being honest. Yeah, yeah, I can take the
Take a
car.
bus.
They won't laugh at
Take
my
a
car.
bus.
Huh?
Take a bus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mike, you
No.
could use that $15,000 truck from Dannemora?
Oh, yeah? I'll go right down with it, fully dressed. Hey, look what I got here. That's a super deal.
Yeah.
I don't deny they probably should be looking at one.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to do that at the beginning of the year for the
Yeah.
budget, or the end of the year, this year for the budget. I would say we could look at the state contract. I don't even know if we can get trucks yet. They're scarce,
And they're expensive.
wicked right now because of that.
Even
Scarce.
used stuff is
Because
really
they
expensive.
can't get the chips for them, they can't get the parts for them, they can't ship them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my God.
Right
You know,
now,
like yours.
the used trucks are over the Kelly Blue Book price right now they're getting for 'em.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
It's
Bad.
not a, I'm not trying to be a knucklehead, but it's not a good time to buy one.
Yeah, that's why I hated to bring it up, but I just
Yeah.
want you to let you know, be aware that the priority, in my mind, I'd like to drive it. I don't care if you can throw a dog through it, the St. Bernard.
No, it's
As
not
long as
that.
we could get, you know, stuff for the highway.
I would say that.
But I mean,
Could probably
you know,
look at it this September when we start looking at the budget for 2024.
where would I?
And see what we got
go?
left.
You know what I
We
mean?
might- That's all I'm saying is,
Yeah,
we might have, your highway budget is different than the general. You may have monies at the end of the year, depending on how much you keep spending.
yeah, yeah,
Now, what's the
Yeah, we-
status
we-
on that trailer that you mentioned?
That's another
The
thing.
equipment
That's,
trailer.
I was gonna bring that up
Oh.
next.
There you go.
I gotta go home pretty soon, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can bring it up at another time too. I mean, cause I wanted,
I don't really have to go home, we just.
Just empty.
Yeah. Well, we never did
We're
finish
losing
it.
our crowd
We
here.
almost done.
Do we need, how much does a dog catcher go out? Does he go out a lot?
They're awful.
You mean, could he justify the vehicle
Yeah.
for him? I don't know.
I mean, he hasn't requested anything, right?
No, yeah.
No, he hasn't, no,
And
no.
he only submits mileage about every couple months because he hasn't really been having to be real active. So, I mean, would he take a vehicle? I'm sure he would. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Or he could come down here and use this one if he needed to. I mean,
There.
he could operate out of here.
That's an idea.
Yeah, if it stayed here, they would have to come here to utilize it. That's,
Well, I mean,
Again.
if he took it home with him. I don't,
If he took it home with him, then that wouldn't work.
well, I mean, does the dog catcher go out at night too?
yeah.
you can go out any time of the day.
I mean, they can certainly arrange between them to get together on a vehicle. If you need the vehicle, you go to Howard's house and get it. If Howard needed it at his house or wherever it's kept, you know?
Or maybe
Or Howard could come here if he had to.
between the two of them, maybe one of them might want Mike's truck. Maybe they won't be on the road as much
Yeah,
as he
that's
is.
practical.
Or maybe we can get the thing fixed up enough that one of them can use one of the,
Sure.
that vehicle.
You know, I mean,
That's
I
an
don't
idea.
know, like I said, I know there are some, I agree with you, Mike. I've been there, I won't say the names, but there are a couple that will look at rust and like, I won't do it because I don't wanna have to warranty it
Yeah.
and have the rust come back out and I gotta pay for it. But if it's the panels itself, and the frame's good, I mean, I just looked for my truck and it was about $2,400 for all brand new skins all the way around it. So, yeah, we could,
See,
we
you know,
could,
good
if
luck.
we were
That's what I
gonna
say.
use that for a second truck for somebody, I think we could get it
Yeah,
fixed at a body shop.
because at this time I'm gonna have to spend,
Still gotta be done, you ain't gonna.
Yeah, you
I
gotta do what you gotta do.
I was gonna almost do it, you know, today. I
How,
was gonna
how
leave
is
it,
our
you know.
mechanic up there? I know you don't have a front end alignment machine, but I mean,
Yeah,
like ball joints,
yeah,
tie rod ends,
yeah.
you know, center drag link, that kind of stuff, can they do that?
I would say that he could, but we're sweeping now. So being a man down, that's another question I wanted to ask, if you got that other application in yet.
No, so we
But
can, we can go forward with the other one if you wanna do that.
Okay.
Unless Mary got it, because I didn't get it.
That's why I got it. Yeah. But we're busy
No.
and I need him, you know, I need him out on the road. Cause everything up there needs to be fixed you know?
No, but the mechanic, I don't tell you how to run your garage, but you run it, but I'm just saying the mechanic was hired for the mechanic first, right?
Right.
And then,
Exactly.
out on the road as needed, cause I know the other one would rather have been out on the road and not doing the mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I said, I don't wanna tell you how to do your job.
But see, cause then I'm gonna run into the danger of safety,
We're pointing at me, that would
not
be.
utilizing him out on the road, you know, for the flagging.
You mean like the night you
Yeah.
pointed me out for not having a mask on?
So there's
Remember?
5
Yes, I do.
of you.
Yeah, with me.
Forgive me.
You can't forgive me, that was
I
right.
work with him.
So that brings you down now
Oh.
to 4,
Probably health
right?
department guidelines.
4.
If you leave them back or
COVID?
Yeah.
Did you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I need somebody to
You know
run
what? I've been all over my,
a dump
my
truck,
wife
a
riding.
water
the
truck,
ones.
a
Got it.
tractor,
Lucky, huh? I mean,
one loader, and that's only gonna leave one flagger.
I'm not taking all those other
You know,
shots
the
they want
safety's
to
not
the
there.
I'm not getting any.
There's not enough
I'm not
men,
buying
really.
any of that stuff.
I've always had an
Yeah.
issue,
Yeah.
you know, with a lot of safety,
Oh.
a lot of safety. That's why,
I'm losing the rest of my hair because you.
oh, look at this here. You know what I
Are we
mean?
done here?
Look, we can.
Take some of this,
Can we adjourn the
I've
meeting?
been looking at that. I said, holy
Well,
shit,
this- we're
what-
not
this
gonna
is
adjourn
different
this.
than over here on
Yeah.
the side.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so